So this is a story that I saw on Twitter. I'm annoyed that Mike isn't showing the tweet here because my habit is to just post a link to the tweet and not the actual story. Anyway, it's a story about rat brains being affected. Well, I don't know exactly. Human cells being spliced into rat brains, which I just thought was a fascinating idea because we've heard about like human / dog hybrids or human pig hybrids or human whatever, but the other way around was really fascinating to me. Anyway, we're gonna have a chat about it on today's Not So Critical Updates. So yeah, I kind of like the idea about like there being a rat, a super intelligent rat that's wandering around, maybe growing opposable thumbs.
That's what I was just thinking. Don't do it to raccoons, Those sneaky raccoons will start building houses.
I've read a ton of sci-fi, but I don't think I've ever really thought much about doing it that way, making the animals become humans instead of us adopting animal traits.
Who else has what is it? What's it called again? What is it?
Disposable thumbs.
Disposable thumbs. Disposable. Throw away. Garbage.
I think all primates do, don't they?
Yeah, primates.
That makes sense. And then raccoons for some reason.
And raccoon, yeah.
Does some random trash panda is like, I could pick up trash.
The octopuses count.
Humans, apes. Oh, where'd the list go? Humans, apes, monkeys, lemurs, which I think are the same. Chameleons, koalas also have opposable
chameleons.
thumbs.
Do chameleons technically have fingers? This is what
chameleons do.
No, because chameleons are like this. Like they have like a gripper and then like a little thumb guy.
Is that what you?
Yeah, it's like they hook on.
So they can bump up.
Yeah, see, like that.
Yeah.
They can use a screwdriver. Look at them.
Koalas, giant pandas.
Really good at DIY, yeah.
Possums do, huh?
Possums.
Wow, okay, so quite a lot of
they can all use tools.
And waxy monkey leaf frogs and old world monkeys and new world monkeys. Raccoons are not on the list.
Oh, interesting.
Raccoons are not on the list, Peter.
Because they definitely have grabbies. When you see all those funny videos of them like giving food, they have little guys.
At any rate,
such little beggars, the hobos, the homeless.
You referenced like animal, human pig hybrids. So you've got cloning, you've got genetic engineering, you've got organ transplants. And here they're transplanting human brain cells into rats, they
grew human brain cells and put it into a rat brain.
Yeah, they're growing, they're thriving in that environment. So soon the rat will be as intelligent as the person who's donating the brain cells.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's how it works.
That's definitely how it works. Within days, everyone's seen every sci-fi movie ever where the rat turns into a monster.
Yeah, that's right. So the interesting thing to me about the article was wasn't anything to do with the technology. Once I actually read a bit of it, it was that the researchers brought up ethical concerns about how you deal with it. Like, they said that no rats have been harmed, or like had exhibited any behavior that was like negative behavior, sort of increased anxiety or increased stress or anything like that. But I was thinking that do we now have to treat them under the sort of UN Convention of Human Rights if they evolve into sort of human traits?
Rat man.
Yeah, like man rat.
Rat.
No, it'd be man rat. Yeah, because it'd be a rat with man superpowers instead of a.
That's true. Yeah. You're right. It's not
man rat. They've got their own genre of superheroes. There's Iron Rat and Super Rat and yeah.
Captain Rat.
I was thinking about that, like with dogs and cats. Could an animal become as smart as a human if it had these cells injected? But then I thought that, like, it's still a rat brain, rat size, rat structure.
Sure, and that's probably, but like with the whole size and structure thing, you know, if we look at, I don't know what animal to compare, like a small, what are they called? Pygmy monkeys, the really tiny ones, you know,
sure,
but they're also fairly smart.
Let's go
like,
with
but they
monkeys.
Still have, you know, the brain size of like a stress ball, if not smaller. So
sure. I mean, there are some clever. I mean, squirrels, dogs, all do.
Crows.
Yeah, crows.
Sure.
Right.
Corvids.
I was gonna use dolphins as an example, but dolphins' brains are actually massive compared to like their overall size when you also compare it to other animals. So like,
you
know
a lot about brains, Jon.
Example. No, it's just memes. Like it's just Reddit. Like,
I see. Right.
You know, like I didn't actually look into this. I'm just going.
Everything I know in life, I learned from a meme.
From the internet. Yeah. So, but it would be interesting if they could like elevate their intelligence to a degree of like understanding basic things. Like, you know, take a like a chimpanzee could probably do basic math, or a gorilla could speak in sign language and like things like that. Yeah.
Some apes have been taught sign language, which I thought was fascinating. But okay, another question, right? So if like a rat started growing a human brain, like let's say they injected it into like a rat fetus, and then it just developed into like a normal human brain, would it be like cruelty not to give that rat a proper voice box? You know, would it be like I don't know, this ethical side of it is really kind of interesting.
And then also, now you remember that article we spoke about a little while ago where they implant that tiny little thing in your brain and it lets you communicate basically telepathically towards.
Absolutely, I remember that. Yeah. Yep.
So like you take that in a few years, once it's a little bit more hashed out and faster, and you add that to
in a rat
or a rat or a dog.
Yes.
And then now we got talking dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we're going to have two of them connected. Then you're really going to need end-to-end encryption for like communication.
Right. How are they going to talk? Are you going to be able to man in the middle of
that? This is one thing I hold like implants that got me was how long until they were hacked. There was actually a story this week that I posted on Discord because I was on Twitter and I didn't read it at all, and it's just difficult. And it was about the contact lenses getting hacked, and it was a headline that was like, hackers have taken advantage of an exploit known as Blink or something like this that.
Eye socket, I think, was what they called it.
Eye socket, that's it. Yeah. But it was just a joke.
Clever.
Yeah. It was just a joke.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh, it was a joke.
Yeah. That's why
I read the whole article. I didn't get that.
That makes me feel a lot better. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, damn.
And we feel better or worse.
Because the exploit they described was that they could make the battery overheat, causing eye damage. Yeah. That seemed totally feasible to me.
No, I think it was a joke. Yeah, I think it was just like a hypothetical future headline once people started using them.
But I'm glad I didn't put it in the rundown then.
Apparently, that is true of some of the other implants that, like the RFID readers, that they can be made to overheat. And
well, if you remember, heart pacers were like
pacemakers.
Pacemakers. Yeah, like which is very scary.
Yeah,
considering they're so critical. So I'm gonna bring it back to that one show Netflix recently came out with called Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Oh God, we need a new counter.
Literally talk. Hold on. They literally talk about hacking, like augments and stuff, and they show that and they do that. And in the game Cyberpunk, you can do that. Like you can like disrupt someone's, whatever. So I just feel like. This is going to be a thing. Cybersecurity is going to have a whole new field.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the reply to the contact lens joke was someone imagining a botnet of contact lenses, which is probably going to happen.
Imagine. So did you guys hear about? Okay, anyway, we're probably going to talk about this on a later episode. But like, how advertising
about
with
everything now,
VR and augmented reality, it's going to like do like eye tracking. And then they're going to be able to figure out if you've seen the ad or not. So it's like,
oh god, yeah, no. Please, I have a lot of
so
bad feelings to express.
Imagine you could do ad scams, like commit ad fraud by forcing the lens or glasses to look at the ad, even though the person actually isn't. Oh my god, all the possibilities.
No, god, you should work on ad tech.
It's something that people will opt in for and then complain about when it happens.
Yeah. They're going to click next and be like, why do I keep seeing ads, you guys?
And then people like you, Mike, are going to go, oh, well, they asked for it. What did they expect? They should understand better. Like, I've asked all my friends and they don't care. Like,
don't buy the ad-supported version of the product next time.
It doesn't matter.
But what do you think it means? What do you think that means?
You're going to have, if we're going to go down this route, there's going to be many different types of technologies, and some will be cheaper than others. And the cheaper ones, like the Kindle Fire, and if you guys remember, Amazon's Fire OS had ads embedded into the system. You couldn't get rid of them. On your home screen, you had advertisements versus something like, let's say, Windows or Android or Apple. Their OS aren't going to have ads embedded into the fucking operating system. So
Windows does.
Does it?
Yeah,
just for other Windows stuff.
Well, it's in the start menu. There's ads in there.
Wait, really? Not in my start menu. My start menu is clean.
Okay, maybe.
No, you're right. There are.
Okay,
you have to like disable the tiles and do a bunch of
yeah. Okay, good. Thank you.
If you're still dealing with like the triple start menu that Windows decided to implement.
Wow. Okay. How many tangents have we gone on in this particular story?
Yeah. So rats, brains.
What was the story?
We'll find out more, I guess.
And nobody made a reference to any of us being that particular rat or the donor, which I think there was plenty of opportunity to, like, there's some jokes there.
Oh, Peter. See you next time.